Welcome back here to the Bassendean Bowling Club for the final match of the Bowls WA Dynamic State Singles. And it is Cody Packer to take on Blake Butler. And it is going to be a cracker of a final. There is no doubt about it. Clive Adams here, joined by Peter Harris once more. How are you, Pete?
I'm still here, buddy. Still hanging on.
This is going to be a great one.
It should be.
Blake Butler looking for his second state singles title. Cody Packer looking for his first state singles title. Yep. Steve Beckwith looking after us from a marking point of view. And we are getting underway here. So just to confirm, Blake is using white bowls with the yellow stickers. So the yellow marker, which on our little scoreboard there matches the colour of the green.
It does.
Is using the white bowls with the yellow stickers, and then Cody Packer has also got white on his bowls. He's using the white and blue, and he is essentially the white colour in this match. So a little confusing in terms of the colours, but the yellow paddles will refer to the white bowls. Who organised that, Pete?
I'm not dobbing anybody in, except that it wasn't me. I got enough to do without that.
All right, we settle down into this one. 25 shots required for a state title.
Another Manning v Osborne Park. We've been hanging around all day. A nice start there from Packer. You're both in really, you say, good form, confident.
Also, the safety bay crew cleared out quick.
They did. They were waiting for those presentations. Got on the bus.
It's understandable. A long way home.
Long way, yes. Yes, no, they had one purpose in mind. It was great to have them here.
Fair shot here from Blake Butler. Great bowl. That will do for shot, I believe. Now, just to confirm, this is rink 2 that we're on now. So you've watched 2 games so far today on rink 1. So the actual play of the rink might be slightly different to what we've seen so far.
Yeah, so that.
But that was to avoid Blake Butler playing on the same rink as he had already played on.
So this is something, we're going to have to work out as well.
Yes.
Cody missing his line with that one. Still had pretty good weight. Interesting. Blake also changed his hand.
He looks handy too. Just needs it to drop in. It's a very well played bowl.
Just not quite getting down.
1 or 2 is the question from Cody. 1 down.
1, I think the call was. So Cody looking to correct that line because his weight was pretty good.
He's got a lot to land on or roll. He's turned his own bowl. That'll do enough for shot.
You would yep.
But does leave Blake with a little bit of value there in moving the jack.
Yeah, it's whether he changes back to that forehand. You'd expect. Well, there's good and bad both ways.
Yeah, I think he gets the jack to a better spot by playing the forehand.
He does. The
And
backhand.
perhaps he's more likely to sit the bowl out clean forehand as well.
Yep.
So
He's got to just play under the line on the forehand. He's already had one there, so it's not new to him, even though it's the first end.
There's a little bit of a choice here, Pete. I mean, he doesn't want to sit the bowl and to trail the jacks. Probably two different weights.
Yeah.
So he'll make his choice.
He's just sitting weight, just arriving weight. Is he going to get down?
Oh, he's getting down. He's very close.
To the bowl or the jack?
He's got the gap. Incredible.
He got down too far, didn't get down enough.
Incredible. Smile on both players' faces. It's all right to smile now. It was 24 all, and he found that gap. He wouldn't be smiling.
You smile at 0-0. Not a lot of smiling at 24-24.
No.
Cody will, you would think, stay on this backhand. Nope, tells me a lie. He'll go to the forehand. Yep.
He's not sure either.
Yeah, not sure what caught his ears, but something did.
It's a delicate draw. I wouldn't even be surprised to see him come up short on this bowl.
Maybe he hasn't got a mat up that end. Maybe he was worried about that.
Well, he's not far away.
It's just
that is a super effort. I said I wouldn't be surprised to see him short, and that's what's happened. It had to be just a delicate draw. There was no prize for quick. And it might just be the one shot as a result. One it will be. Cody Packer first on the scoreboard. So it remains 25 up for our men's singles final. Irene Arndt. Fantastic to see, isn't it? Irene's a super lady. I mean, we basically had two super ladies in that final. And just feels like Irene was due her moment.
Yeah, just the joy, relief from herself. Couldn't believe it. Maybe it'll sink in. Yeah, it was really heartwarming to see.
Yeah.
Someone who I think really appreciated the time that she's taken to get to this point. It's taken her a while. She's in her, what would you say, early 70s?
Yep.
So
runner-up a few years ago to
quite
Christina.
easily think, oh, it's probably past me now.
Yeah.
Just goes to show what our game is. We have a young lady in Hayley Packer winning it last year, and a lovely 70-year-old winning it this year.
Yeah.
Shows
Brilliant.
what the game is.
Cody with a nice opener there, just tucking in behind the, just a couple of feet behind the jack. Nothing wrong with that for a first bowl. And Blake with a pretty nice reply here as well.
Yep. No, they both started well. It's so still and quiet, and
we're still waiting for that sea breeze.
Yeah, I know. It just gives.
We're sitting here tomorrow morning waiting for the breeze.
It gives a promise every half hour.
Yeah, just little puff of cool breeze, and that's it.
Just says I'm still around, but I'm not giving you anything. So I'm just moving with the furniture around. Clive's a bit worried. Just added the 2 feet instead of taking it off.
You got a leaning either way here, Pete? I think it's hard to pick.
It is really hard to pick.
We know the quality of Blake, and he's been here before, and he's won this title before.
Yes, but
we know how much it means to Cody.
And
does that get in the way, potentially?
I wouldn't think. His recent experiences of the last 2 years in the Australian system. And
a lot of top-level bowls.
Perth Sun stuff. He won the Champion of Champions. So
I just think this is one that he's got on the list that he wants.
It is. He's ticking the boxes as he goes, and this is certainly one of them. It probably means it's not only the title, but pressing his claim again with the Australian selectors.
Yeah.
There's probably more ramifications for him. Even runner-up will be enough, I would have thought. That would impress Gary Willis and Karen Murphy and that crew, Trees Hastings. He's got a camp to go to soon, so he'll be able to stride into that camp in confident form no matter what. But I'm pretty sure underneath the happy-go-lucky exterior of Blake Butler, he really wants this one as well.
Mm.
He is a competitor.
And the reward, as we talked about, the reward of getting a home opportunity to go for a national title.
Yep.
That's got to be another little carrot added.
So Cody playing weight on this backhand.
This looks a little under. He needs to hang on for the bowl.
Half bowl.
Just dropped under.
No. He had 3 seconds. Well, the jack was just as good for through the ditch.
Haley sitting there supporting. No surprise there. Haley up the far end there.
Yes, she's been here all day. Last bowl of the end, Blake looking to add a second.
I have received a message, so I will I'll let you know what that is in just a moment.
Travelling just a touch. Is he going to sit inside of that packer bowl? No, slides underneath.
Trickles his way through, but it looks like
a single to Butler.
We will have both players on the board after 2 ends have been played. Yep. 1 shot apiece. I have received a message from Blake Nan.
Of course.
Saying that he thinks a Blake has won it every second year for a while, so he's going with Blake to keep the trend going.
It's every second year, but
yes.
So he doesn't get to win it till next year, does he?
No, Blake didn't win it last year. David won it last year.
Won it last year. sorry, Mr. Downey. Forgot about you. Okay. That's as good as reason as any. Trust Mr. Nan to work that out. Over in Victoria. So what is it over in Victoria? 6:30.
Yep, 6:45.
You'll be sitting down to dinner.
Nice opener here for Blake Butler. Just drifting under, but pretty handy start.
Just leaning on this one a little bit, and it's pretty good. Bit of jack.
Oh, a lot of the jack. Sits right on the front of it.
If they keep getting close bowls like this, I don't think it'll be as sedate as what some of our previous games have been.
No, we might see some attack, you think?
They both do not mind the attacking.
Neither of them are shy, as Blake looking to get around that bowl. He's just dropped underneath it. Perfectly weighted. Yeah, I feel like the standard of this final might be off the scale.
Certainly promising that way.
Well, you know, they don't get a roll up before the game, so it can take just a couple of ends. Not every rink's the same, so it can take just a couple of ends to find it exactly. Excuse me. And it looks like they're starting to do so now.
Again, just trying to sneak around.
And again, it's just drifted down to the front of the bowl. It's just
could have wobbled in, could have wobbled out, and it decided to wobble out. So Cody, you'll probably be looking to change things a little bit, because with that last bowl, Blake has set up that wing bowl for a little bit of action. So Cody probably won't like the way it lays at the moment. which side of that.
Ooh. No damage done. If that had gone over once more, it might have been interesting. And bowl left each to play. It still looks like that little split sort of shot at the front. But the problem is Cody's bowl's likely to lock. Look, if he gets the split, Cody's bowl's likely to stop on the pack. So it's
possibly if he gets 3/4 of it rather than just half. It may not. It may get through that hole. But then he gets a little tight and he gets Cody's onto the jack. He's going to give Cody an easy out. An easy out for a second shot if he gets Cody's full onto that jack. So he's not playing a lot of weight here. He's got a bit of work to do.
Well, it's getting down to the edge of his own.
Over the jack.
Well, he's moved the jack, but where's it gone? Cody's got his hands on his head.
Lost.
If Cody's still got shot, then he won't play this bowl. And Cody
has got shot.
Does still have shot. There's no chance he's playing this bowl. So,
gentleman would.
1 to Cody, and he leads at 2 shots to 1. The only thing in that situation, I think sometimes it's worth playing the bowl and just drawing to the back.
Draw to the ditch or something, like he is now.
Yeah. See, I don't know. If I'm the opponent, I'm telling him to carry that up, I think.
Yeah. It's a bit like I think basketball when there's a foul or something called and they still put the shot up.
You put the shot up for a practice.
Just for the practice. And usually there's someone up saying, no, we're not letting you get that in. And just make sure it doesn't get anywhere near that. So
you think the opposition should have run up and grabbed that bowl?
I think so.
Yeah.
A few steps forward and give it a kick. So where's me long length here? Good 3/4 from Cody.
Now, has he picked this up?
He's got
just on the outside. Leaves the door open a little bit now for Blake Butler to nail it with his first.
It's just a little bit tight and a little bit short. Nothing else wrong with it. Cody's out on the line. And has he lost enough weight? It's still not going to go far, so it's definitely the shot. It's probably 2.5 feet through. Again, Blake hasn't corrected the line, but didn't correct the weight.
So it was 2009.
It's close for shot.
2009, Pete, that Blake Butler was runner-up in the New South Wales state singles to Michael Anderson.
Okay.
So he's been doing it for a while.
Yes. Okay, we'll probably draw.
Now, Cody's never been to the state singles final before.
No, I was discussing before. Like he won the championships last year, which was great. But before that, his singles record wasn't terrific for a person with probably one of the people with a perfect game to play singles.
Yeah.
Every shot in the book. But suddenly, he gets through in one championships.
Every shot in the book and a good tactician.
Yep.
Plays the right shots.
Yep. He thinks about the game very deeply. So it was only a matter of time before he became a pretty good singles player.
All right. Bowl left each to play here. 2-1 lead to Cody Packer at the moment.
Packer's holding one. .355 to Perth just goes past. We'll be a bit disappointed with that. Got the weight pretty well, but didn't get the line.
Does Blake have any temptation to chase this at all?
Well,
he's got 3 seconds.
He's walking backwards on the side of the head, which would be a temptation, yes.
I mean, a searcher on the forehand, if he gets down to the gap, he can get the ball clean. If he gets his own front one, there's every chance that comes up and takes the shot bowl anyway. Bowling to Jack's all right. I don't mind a forehand search here.
If we had a magic
early
pen,
in the match,
magic pen, Clive would have drawn that for you. Like he just drew it for me.
I drew it in my hand.
He's certainly considering it.
I think reasonably solid weight, not huge, just.
Yeah, he needs it to go 1 or 2 rolls, and he makes 3 if he stays there. It's more of a draw, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Cody's standing in the wrong spot for us.
Yeah, we have to have a chat with him. He might have got it up. I'm not sure it would have got it over.
And there'll be one more to Cody Packer. Yeah. So all ones so far. 4 ends completed, 3-1 the lead. Of course, ends don't matter. 25 up is what the players are searching for to take the title.
And all ones, and knowing this could be a really close game, that's a long day. So grab your cold drinks and buckle in.
Yeah, I've got 25 ends available on my page, and I'm not sure there'll be enough.
No, I'm not sure it'll be enough either.
So Irene Arndt's game against Kerry Anderson took 24 ends for a 25-12 result. But there was a lot of heavy scoring done early for Irene.
Yes.
So Cody's just left this one a little bit short. Only going to be a metre, if that. In fact, it got a little bit further than that.
Crept a little bit further.
Yeah, 2 feet. There's an argument to say this green might be running about its slickest now, you know.
Certainly he wouldn't have lost any pace, that's for sure. If you like quick and kind, because it's not a huge draw on it. It's a nice draw, but it's you're not sending it out beyond the pegs as such too much. So
Cody's found some more weight
really
here
nice.
now. Has he gone overboard? Oh, not really. That's a good bowl. That's sort of the zone.
Yes.
Really, and where he's landed those is sort of the zone you want to be in. He's on the 2 extremes of where you really want to be.
Zone, but he's in the zone.
Yeah. Yep. Blake urging this one to finish on. Just not quite there.
Quite there.
And Blake Nance let us know that he had a kebab for dinner. So excellent.
Would have been homemade, you would have thought. The chef that he is.
Yeah.
Would expect nothing less from Blake.
Well, this looks a little quick for Cody.
Yeah, he's pushed it again.
It's an opportunity now for Blake just to find anything more on his previous bowl, and it'll be enough for shot. Just climb in with a bit of protection at the front. Just clear his own bowl.
Yeah,
that would be ideal.
Just needs an extra breath on his downswing. I think he might have given it 2.
Yeah, that sort of foot correction's hard on such a quick surface.
Parker. Stephen, no, he's not telling us. Cody switches. Would have thought for no particular reason other than he felt more comfortable.
Well, his own bowl coming up on that hand, I suppose. If he feels like he's got the shot, then getting to his bowl's better than getting to the opposition. That's definitely going to be the shot. Great shot. That's why he changed hands.
Oh, look, I wasn't against it.
Tricky one for Blake to get at now, really. I mean, that's probably cut down the options he had on the forehand a little bit.
You would think he's either got to play some weight through his own, if he's going to stick there, or he's back following Cody and drawing the shot.
I'm just not sure he'll like the weight forehand. He might. He's already 2 down. He might look backhand draw. No, he's going forehand.
He's looking forehand. You wouldn't think it'd be a pure draw from our angle. He hasn't given it much, if any. He'd be pretty disappointed with that.
Yeah, didn't offer up a chance for that in the end, so it is going to be... Okay, Cody's already pushed out 2. Is he looking for a third? He might be. So Cody establishing a lead early here.
Yes.
It's going to be at least 4 shots lead. He's checking to see if he's got another one. He does not.
No. Looked a chance and then he started to move it back to the jack.
We'll give that one as close enough to have had a look, so that's all right. So that's 2 shots and it's a 5-1 lead to Cody. I did give him a bit of a warning about measuring, make sure it's close if you're going to measure it. Because he measured one near the end of the last match, Pete, that I think you'd already left the commentary area at that point.
I had,
and
yes.
He lost that measure by half a bowl. And it was only about a foot measure, so and he thought he had it. So 5-1, Cody Packer leads. Just the start that he would have been looking for. 3 ends in a row now.
Okay, yeah, he's again going quite long. Just sliding underneath.
Nice reply from Blake, but it just ran on a bit. He looked pleased with himself, at least that he's, I think he feels like he's just not quite been on it so far. If I'm reading that body language right. He's very quick on the mat, isn't he?
Extremely quick. He does have to wait for the ball to finish, I think, legally. And he just does it. He's still on the wobble on the fall down when he lets it go. Yeah, no, he's got a dinner's appointment somewhere. It's not bad, is it?
This looks good. This looks very good. Yeah, he'll know that he just needs to get that one moving. Doesn't want to give Cody any sort of big lead.
No. Cody's a bit quicker. We established at the BPL, Cody needs around 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Right.
For him to be able to get it away comfortably.
I'm reckoning Blake Butler needs about 3.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
We do see that. It's interesting to see some of the players, isn't it? You know, you get an Aaron Wilson on the mat, and if he's got 3 seconds on the clock, that's plenty. You get that going with a second spare.
Yes. Yeah, he's got time to move.
Yeah.
There's, I suppose, the things you don't think of in normal games, but in those games, we knew we had to give Cody a warning at 15 seconds.
Yeah,
he better take his position because otherwise he'll have to hurry himself.
Just noticed Jasper giving some high fives in the background there and missed and knocked over a drink. So
no. It's Jasper's favourite manoeuvre, high fives.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it.
That's Jasper Packer for those uninitiated. Cody's little boy.
Oh, he loves his bowls, doesn't he?
He does.
Oh, it's just ridiculous. He's a child that doesn't ask for cartoons to be put on. He asks for the BPL to be put on. Big weight here from Cody, and he's just underneath. Singles games, it's probably nice to get a weighted shot away early, just to get the feel.
Mm.
You don't want it to be deep into a match and it's the first runner that you've played for a while that you have to get.
Well, opportunity. Blake's got, 3 feet to draw a second shot. So you get that scoreboard ticking over.
Well, he just needs us to hang on late. It looks like it is. I think he's played this very well.
No jack. And that'll make 2. There he is.
Yep, there's
Jasper.
Jasper sitting with Mum. And 2 it is. On the board, 2. Blake Butler closes it back to just a 2-shot margin. It's Cody's family there. Caitlin Terrell there as well.
Yes, Auntie Caitlin.
Jasper came over with Cody and Haley to the side series last year.
Yes.
Pete, you wouldn't have even noticed he was there.
No.
He was just sitting there with his feet up watching the bowls. He's 2 years old.
And when he wasn't doing that, he had bowls at the back of the...
He did.
Well out of the back of the rink. There's
Great
a bit of space
start there.
with his own bowls and throwing his own bowls down to a little jack.
Yep, with his little trolley. With his little trolley bag
trolley
that he's got.
Yeah. He's got.
It's very cute.
But yeah, no, he's well conditioned for a bowling club.
And when you say he was just throwing bowls down, he wasn't just throwing bowls down, he was delivering bowls.
He has got his father written all over him. Bit of showmanship he has. Yeah. He knows when he's close and when he's not.
Chases after and celebrates when it's good. Again, which we see Cody do a lot as well.
Yes, we do.
Cody just finding the gap with his first bowl there, so still 1-2 Blake Butler.
He's just going to slide around the back this time.
Whew, it is still quite stifling conditions here.
I think we're due for that half-hour puff. Just so the wind lets us know it's still there. Blake swaps to the backhand. Be looking just to drop inside the Cody Packer bowl.
Still 36 degrees according to the bomb site, 35.8, and a southerly, 13 kilometre an hour southerly.
Where's that?
Yeah, well, it's not here.
Must be in another part of Bassendean.
Forecast for 39 tomorrow, so it's going to be a warm week. January going out with a bang. Now, can Cody find some connection here? Bowl or jack? Well, he's in the zone.
He doesn't want that hole again.
Has he got the hole again?
He's
he
like
has. And he clipped the bowl on the way through. I don't think that's enough to change anything. but Steve will get in there and just check that for us.
Yes.
And give us no signal.
Corrected by a half inch.
So
Needed
we
to
would
correct by a full inch.
We'd assume nothing's changed, given the fact there was no signal.
No. You'd think Blake will be sticking to this backhand, trying to drop in front of that Cody bowl. Needs 2 feet and a little bit of grass line. It's pretty close to it.
Well, I'll tell you what, as he got to the bowl, well, he's turned it.
He's got a piece
Turned
of
it right out, and it's definitely one to Blake now. I mean, I think it was before that anyway.
Yeah, it might just make Cody think about it, because it has sort of pushed it in the hole.
He can't race through there and pop his own bowl out.
Gets through the hole, and now it just gets half a bowl. He's suddenly 3 down, so he may just need to control his weight a bit more here.
Osborne Park faithful there. Gary Caffell, Grant Nicol, Todd Weir, our semi-finalists, sitting in the background. And one of our hard workers, Anne Crabb, looking after the scoreboard there as well.
So he's lost some of that weight that he had. Has he lost too much?
He's creeping up after it. Now, he's got enough weight to draw the shot, no doubt about that. It's just going to drift away.
Not going to hang on.
So 4 useful bowls from Cody, but no result for him. And it will be 1 more to Blake Butler. And that closes the score back to 5 shots to 4 in favour of Cody Packer after 7 ends of the match have been played. Blake back towards more familiar length.
Yeah, this is more his length, a bit on the shorter side. It's a nice start. Just run a little 2.5 feet through. Cody going to his forehand.
Yeah, interesting bit of a first look out there in a sense, and he's played it beautifully.
Yeah, he should have gone there sooner.
Yeah, it makes you, well, watch for that now. Maybe you say, well, okay, I found it there, I'll stay there.
Blake sticking there when he could have changed.
Yeah, he's not quite there with that bowl, so. Well, then.
Yeah, he might be forced to change. No.
Cody might get round that.
Around it. Again, he's only trying to fall inside the Blake back bowl, really. He'd be satisfied with that.
Right. Can Cody get round here and run all the way? He's done a pretty good job with it. Wanted to push a bit further. That's 2. Weight coming from Blake Butler. Big weight coming from Blake Butler, and he's got contact with something. Got one of them.
One clean. He's probably hoping for a bit more than that. He's not quite creeping around it this time.
No, but it may well take that attacking shot away.
Blake favouring that backhand side.
Well, there's room there for him now.
Line's pretty good, but I don't know if he's got enough. He's pushing. Pushing. He's pushed enough.
And And yes, he has got the shot.
There's a bit of hesitation, but
yeah, we were waiting to see whether it was going to fall over, I think, and if it had fallen in, it was certainly shot. But signal from our marker, Steve Beckwith, says 1 to the yellow, which is those yellow disc bowls of Blake Butler. So Cody, I thought Cody might have been tempted to switch to the backhand. His own bowl coming up, sit the closest, but no, he's sticking with the forehand. Interesting.
Well, similar line to his first, but he might have just pushed it. But
yep. Interesting choice, because he could have played that way on the backhand and given himself lots of chances. But still, he's out there playing in a singles final. We're not.
Yeah, so he must have done something right this week.
1 it is to Blake Butler, and we're locked away at 5 shots apiece. So that little bit of damage that Cody was able to do early has been reeled in by Blake Butler. The first few ends of a singles final, always a bit of a feeling out process and working out exactly what the tactics are, finding the rink. Both players have had now 8 ends to do so. That's even Stevens.
So Blake mixing it up a bit, because he hasn't gone short as he has done previously. He's gone a little bit longer. And he is a pretty good jack thrower, so he knows where he's throwing it, so it wasn't a mistake. So he's not allowing Cody to get comfortable.
And a nice opening bowl here from Blake. He wanted to run a little further, but that's a very handy start.
Okay, looking to get down a bit, but 3 foot through.
Oh, Blake's played this well. He's found just that little bit of correction, and this is perfect. Great shot. Right to the front of the jack. Last year's champion, sitting alongside the rink, David Downey.
Yeah, supporting his club mate, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Blake is also a selector at Manning, so you always got to support the selector too when you give him the opportunity. Nice response there from Cody.
Might have just laid up on this. Is it going to have enough? Well, it's got there, I think. We'll get confirmation quickly as to whether it's 2. 2 it is.
2, and left a hole.
Yeah, it's jack high, but it's not too close that it's a problem.
Yeah, if he gets off that, he's likely not doing a lot of damage. Apart from getting that 1 out.
He'd have to have perfect weight. He could probably get back to jack, but it'd have to be perfect.
Like 4.
He is close.
Is he going to
Cody Packer has found the gap.
He's kicking a lot of goals today.
Wow.
Western Bulldogs need a full forward like him.
Yes. We know he's a big Western Bulldogs supporter.
I was going to say, I only say that because he is a Western Bulldogs supporter. I'm not picking on the Western Bulldogs here.
So does Blake just trying to lay that jack high bowl down?
Well, the worst thing you can do is fill the hole, of course.
Yeah.
So I might have been myself tempted to change hands, so I couldn't fill that hole. But he might also be content to just draw another shot. But
yeah, I don't know he's quite getting round this time. It's close. Just dropping under.
Weight was good enough just to lay off that bowl.
Well, if Blake can hold on to these 2 shots and take the lead for the first time in the match.
Again.
Cody's close again.
Close again, but has he got that hole again?
He's got the hole again.
He's got that hole again.
Incredible. Incredible accuracy without getting a result.
Yeah.
I think we're waiting to confirm whether it's 2. I believe it is. There's a real trust between the 2 players there. 2 shots it is to Blake Butler, and that's now 4 ends in a row that he's put together after Cody reeled off 3 in a row himself. So probably, I don't know whether that's length. I don't know if it's really associated with length.
No, I don't think so.
But sometimes that can be an indication that it is.
Because Cody's still got close on Blake's length.
Cody heading over to get a little bit of a spray from the fan. And Blake opening up with another cracker here. Look at this. Great start. And falls in front of it. In the quarterfinal match we covered earlier in the day, if he nailed it with 1, he was able to nail it with a few. Picked up numbers for the whole game. Cody with a nice reply.
Good reply. Gets to the back of it. It just sits to the side where it gives him a bit of leverage. Does.
Already forces Blake to change hands. So it's a good result in that sense. When your opposition's nailed it with 1 and you make them change what they're doing.
Not going to quite get back, but
in some ways, you probably didn't want it to get back much further because you were setting up a target.
Expect Cody to be, whatever weight it is, to be sliding past, just to give him some options.
Yeah, edge of his own. Turn his own bowl to jack, potentially. That can happen. But flip the shot bowl off the front of the jack. Just up under. Useful for later.
Yeah, it just sets the head up that he's got some options now.
Well, Blake's close with this. Blake is super close with this. What a great bowl.
Yeah, Cody might not be quite as gentle this time.
I think this is bang. Big weight and contact. Well, he got the lot. There's still 2 to Blake, but plenty of room now. Bowls have gone everywhere.
So he's created some room. So can Blake, I suppose, shut that room down by putting something back on top?
Well, it's an interesting situation for Blake because he can draw another one and he'll hold 3. He puts it right alongside the jack.
Yeah. Cody does have the 2 backest.
Yeah, but that's an all or nothing shot, isn't it, if he decides to play that? Especially with Blake currently leading 7-5. 3 down's not an ideal result for Cody by any stretch. Now, has Blake got the run to get all the way to the jack here? He's certainly counting. Well, he's done enough.
Yeah, he's probably forced Cody to draw a shot. So what's his weight like?
It looks like it's struggling, but they do run on. Now, has he cut out the back one? I think so. So it'll be just 2, I think, although they're still looking at it. And 2 it is. Blake Butler makes it 5, ends on the trot. He was trailing 1 shot to 5. He now leads 9 shots to 5. Just got a little roll on, has Blake. He's been able to put bowls in their head but leave gaps, and when Cody's tried to reach, he's found gaps.
Again, he's not too far away with his first one.
I think now we are seeing length start to play its part in that Blake's settled into a rhythm of jack and first bowl being pretty decent on that same length each time.
He's flying past, just lost his weight just for a little while.
Well, we said at 1-5 that Blake didn't want this to get out any. Didn't want this to get out to any more. It's now the opposite, isn't it? Cody just needs to put together a couple of ends here and just get his board moving. Just a metre short there for Blake.
Can Cody just lose that metre of weight? Keep the same line. So far, so good.
Yeah, he's played it well.
He's got to hold his head.
That'll do the job for shot.
Shot.
And the advantage now is that with Blake having 2 bowls short of the jack, it's just a nice position for Cody to be in. Blake almost needs to give this a chance to either trail or just sneak past.
Yeah.
He's done that.
Has
he got the jack. Well, snicked it as he went past.
But again, it's just setting it up for your next. He's got an option now.
He does. He's got that chance now to land or trail.
Got an option if he wants one.
Yep.
Or if Cody does something. I suppose that's the art of singles, really. It's not just about getting close. It's giving yourself options to play the best shot possible when the time comes.
Cody just trickling past as well, so still just the 1 shot to Cody. I think Blake will just be trying to draw this.
I think so too.
I think one thing we can take some relief from today, Pete, is that cloud cover's been handy.
Yes.
I think it's kept the temperature down a little bit. It would have been pretty oppressive if that cloud cover wasn't there.
I think it's been like 2 degrees cooler. It would have nearly been the perfect day.
Yeah.
Just
Speaking of nearly perfect, have a look at this. What a great shot. Great shot from Blake Butler.
You expect Cody to would change his hand, you would think. Forehand, turning his own onto the jack.
Yeah, well, he can make.
Or sit the shot ball out.
He can make as many as 3 or 4 with the perfectly played shot.
There's not a lot of holes there this time, so if he gets in the area, he shouldn't get a hole. He's just got to get it on that right line. Don't want to speak the obvious, but...
No, the right line. Bowls Australia's official podcast.
That's for your reason it's named that.
He's very close.
Has he got the split?
Oh, he's got bowl past Jack.
Got all his own and not at the right angle.
So it'll be one more to Blake. And he leads at 10 shots to 5.
So he's
put together 6 ends on the trot since trailing 1 shot to 5. Cody's been close.
exactly
Not able to turn it his way.
This is where Cody's, I think, probably improved mental abilities need to come in, where he's playing good bowls, he's not getting it quite. But he's not playing badly.
You can't let it upset you. You just got to keep playing those good bowls.
You do. He's just got to keep putting bowls in the head, and there's no reason the next bowl will do the same as the last bowl. So
he does. He looks a tad frustrated, but at the same time, he just took a deep breath, which is exactly what you're talking about in terms of handling the situation. As Blake puts another close bowl in with his first.
that's certainly one of his improvements over the last couple of years, that not letting things get to him. So you just got to hold the line here, and he's a good starter.
I think Blake knew that was short a long way out. So, Cody, can he add a little bit of pressure here with this second bowl? Coming from a good angle again.
Just got to run it that bit more.
Yeah, he's played it very well.
Yep, 2 good shots. Pressure back on Blake.
Does sit alongside the jack a little, so then we'll have Blake just feeling like he can just give this a little bit of a chance now, a little trail, or if he's a bit tight, sit the bowl.
It's in the area, isn't he?
He is. He is.
Oh, he might have.
Oh, did he go too far?
He might have found the hole. Right, one down.
So, very obvious shot on for Cody now, just to try and land on his own bowl. Pop that straight back out of the head.
So can he make some contact with his own?
Only needs any contact and it'll do the job. It looks like it's dropping under. Well, Blake must get another bowl around the place here, otherwise he's going to leave Cody with basically an any weight type shot to play.
He can still arrive confidently, but
it doesn't hurt if he trails the jack round the
trails
corner.
The jack. He clearly doesn't necessarily want to turn the outside one, but tight line.
He needs to clear his front. There's still a chance. Not quite. Now, has he blocked that shot a little bit? Not really.
No, it's still. It's a good shot here for Cody.
Yeah, he won't go overboard with this. This will just be a whatever comes out sort of weight. Just push up the line.
He was only jack high with his last. I'd expect probably a metre on that.
Yeah. Yep. This is one where you don't have to get overly perfect with weight.
No,
just play it naturally.
So he certainly has got more.
He's looking for it to bend.
Well, he's got too much.
It's not going to get down.
Just when added, it probably a little bit hard.
We confirm that it is one. I think so. Yes. So one more. 11-5. the lead to Blake Butler.
So it's 10 shots in a row.
10 shots in a row, nothing massive, just 3 2s and 4 1s, but they all mount up.
Blake Butler again, not that far away with his first.
He might need the jack with this one, and he got a piece of it.
Like it's not perfect, but it's in the head. Reply here from Cody. It's going to go a couple of feet through.
Pretty similar in distance from the jack. Probably do enough for shot there, but I guess Cody's probably just lacked those bowls that have absolutely nailed it so far, as Blake comes up with another great bowl. He's had plenty of bowls in the area, has Cody, hasn't he?
Just, no, he's played okay.
He's played this well. This is a very good bowl.
Yep.
That'll do for number 1.
Oh, he's very relaxed.
Look at that.
Troy.
Our co-commentator.
Yeah.
Troy Canone looking very relaxed.
Got the afternoon off and got rid of the finals and...
Got to go to the wide view to get the long legs in, haven't you, with Troy? Not an issue when the camera's on me.
No, there's not a lot of panning involved.
Tell you what, what's Blake come up with here? It's wanting to get back. Not quite.
Not quite going to get down, is it? Just rumbling past a little bit this time. Has he got a seat off that? No.
So, bowl left each to play. Cody Packer holding 1 shot, looking to get off this dreaded 5 for him. He's been on there for a significant period of time now. He led 5-1.
Switch of hands, which would indicate he's going to use a little bit of weight. Sit the bowl, this the front toucher kind of...
Yeah, just a positive searcher sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that he's really done that.
He hasn't done it, but... Could have been wrong, could have been trying to dead draw, but you'd think a switch of hand meant...
Just that sort of landing type weight.
Yeah.
That's gone far enough across that it's not in Cody's way to draw again there.
No, it's actually probably a good guide, just sneaking under that.
Yeah.
Gives you the good line. So he's out to that bowl. Weight looks okay.
What's he doing? He's flicked the jack.
I think he's safe.
Do you? I'm not so convinced.
Yeah, I am. I've got younger eyes than you.
This might be one of those ones that you can't measure with one of those tapes. It might be just too far for the calipers and you can't get the tape in there.
Stretch the calipers out. You won't need it for the second one.
I think it's one to Blake. It is one to Blake.
You must have the young eyes.
Well, I was going to say as Cody was playing his last bowler, the most important thing he needs to do is not give shot away because he needed to score.
Yep.
It was unfortunate because it was a very good bowl, really.
It was. There wasn't a lot wrong with it. Just wasn't quite out to that wing bowl enough.
12-5 it is now to Blake, and it's one of those score lines that 12-5 versus 11-6, 11-7 looks very different.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just got to look at it. He's still not even halfway, Blake.
Yeah.
One more he is, but he's not halfway yet, so there's plenty of time. But you do want to start rolling a little bit now. Again, not the perfect start, but nicely in the area.
So solid with his first bowl. It really hasn't been far away most ends.
That's pretty good.
I think Cody's lining this up.
He's changing it up with aggression.
And he's missed. Yeah, I don't mind the idea. If he gets the jack and buries it in the ditch, a definite shot sort of thing. What he's got to do is, having missed that one, he can't really go again. It does depend on where this bowl lands.
Where this bowl goes is key. If he sits it where it looks like he might sit it, you nearly will go again. It's got to look very inviting.
He is going again.
Closer this time.
Just under.
Oh. Now it's decision time.
Oh, this is a very good bowl. Tucks in behind. And if that gets in behind the jack, well, now the jack doesn't go all the way through either.
It's committed. This is a big end right now.
This is huge. Got the jack this time. There it goes. Kills the end.
He was committed to the cause.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like a basketballer shooting three pointers. If you know your percentages.
Yes. Yeah. If you hit, you'd hope to be hitting 1 out of 2, but you think at his level, he's thinking he's got to hit 1 out of 3.
Yeah, bare jack.
Yeah.
It's not automatic, is it?
No, it's not. But it was a funnel.
So
yeah, it would have looked quite inviting.
Yeah, it's interesting that, isn't it? Doesn't actually change it, but it looks it.
Yeah, it looks.
So therefore, it's nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like you got the ramps up at the bowling alley.
Yeah. Yes,
can't miss.
Oh, now, are they interested in having a look at the length here? Looks like the umpires are out there already. Throw it back is the call.
Yep. Sending the umpires back. Oh, they haven't done much all day.
No.
And they've... Blake, you're a ball sport.
Well, I'm going to put a little star on my score sheet.
Why is that?
Well, that was a misthrown jack.
Okay. Is that the turnaround? Is that what you're asking?
Well, it could be.
Does Cody go ditch to ditch, which is something that I know he works on. He works on pretty hard, ditch to ditch.
Oh, is he going to stop the jack?
I think so.
Oh, yes, he's safe. Well, there you go. Is this the change of length that Cody needed to get back into the match? This is where Blake Butler psychologically needs to nail this jack.
Yeah, nails it, then the opposition says,
not far away.
He's not that far away either. Hasn't nailed it, but he's got close enough.
He certainly has. This looks quick from Cody.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
You know, it's round about now. I mean, we're at 4:45 in the afternoon. Been a long, hot day, and it's about keeping that concentration. It's all part of our sport. Blake's already turned his back on this one.
Yeah, Cody had a long game the one before, so he'd...
Yeah, it's just about keeping that concentration up. What's that?
Cody asked whether he was down. So he's keeping his humour. He's maybe just that circuit breaker, a little bit of a smile from the marker.
I'm not sure this is...
Not sure if it's stopping either.
For shot. It's still going.
So he's only one down. Maybe.
Well, it's a big opportunity for Blake now to close in on this jack and really make it tough for Cody. Cody's still searching for it on this length.
Blake might just
Does he
slide
get to
out
the jack?
door.
Not quite, but it's certainly good enough.
Good enough, but you'd hope not close enough if you're a Packer supporter. This is his best by a fair way.
Well, did it stop in time for shot, though? I'm not sure it has. I think that's still 1-2 Blake.
It still wanted to roll on its line and not roll on a curve.
Yep, one yellow is the signal. Yellow stickers of Blake Butler. Blake switching to his forehand.
Well, I think it's quite good, is it?
Well, he's going to hang on late.
It's not going to hang on, is it? It's going.
It was sort of a bit of both, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He needed a little bit more weight or a little bit more line.
Yeah.
Well, Cody has to walk down here and draw the shot. Simple as that.
Beats his last, he gets to wins the end.
Draw the shot. Take control of the length. I think this is a big bowl in the context of the match right now. The room's there.
Yeah, he's got his length and the room required for him to get shot. Well, it's on its way. What are we thinking?
I think the weight's pretty good.
Is it going to run?
No, it's not. It's not going to get there. Well, there you go. I was expecting that to get that little bit of run that we've seen, and it didn't quite. So it is one more to Blake. He survives that change of length. I think we'll see him bring it back to that shorter length again, but That is now 9 ends in a row to Blake Butler. He's gone from 1-5 behind to 13-5 in front. Incredible run of ends. The last 4 ends have all been singles. I don't think he's spent the day scoring many shots in singles, to be perfectly honest, because his win against Todd Weir was 25-8 and fairly quickly, so I think that would have been multiples there. He only scored 1-1 in the quarterfinal, so
yeah.
But he'll be more than happy scoring singles right now.
Yeah, 12 singles in a row will do him.
Back to more his length now.
Yep. He's run through 5 feet.
So here's Cody's chance to jump on this jack first. He's done a
away.
pretty good job with this. Good opener.
Yep. Good start. Like, is taken too much weight off? Wasn't far.
You just can't say that with certainty at
No.
times because the bowls just keep rolling on in this beautiful surface.
Cody's had a change of cap.
Yep, don't mind it. There are only
Something
certain
different.
things you can do to change things, so
Yes.
get a slightly different feel going.
And this is a nice shot, so it's worked so far.
It might just give him a slightly different feel for the way, maybe a bit of a fresh start.
Yep.
Don't mind it at all. You know, the other option would have been to take the hat off and just go hatless.
Yeah, I think he was worried about his hair. It was for his photo anyway.
Well, you know, sometimes you do something like that, the opposition notices it as well.
Yep.
Goes, oh, he's changed his hat. Do you think that's going to work? You know,
Yeah.
and suddenly he's got into your head. You know.
Yeah, wins a couple of ends. Oh, maybe I should change my hat. We'll give him his old hat back. Can he really put the pressure on for 3? He's just got to settle a bit. Didn't quite nail it.
Looks like little Jasper Packer's had enough of watching. He's over there in the corner getting the rookie rollers bowls out to have a bit of a go himself. He said, Dad's a bit far behind at the moment. I'll go and have a roll and
Yes.
and come back and watch when he's back in front.
Only Caitlin being very patient. Can Blake respond? He hasn't been under last bowl pressure that much lately. He's not drawing. Does he get down for that jack?
He's just on the outside of it. So,
Well, 3 here, suddenly he's only 5 behind.
wouldn't even surprise me if Cody makes a little bit of a celebration of this score. I just feel like he might just, you know, either just to play up to the crowd a little bit, or
He can do that
just
if he
to
draws
relieve
this
some
one
tension.
close.
Yeah.
Can't do it if he doesn't draw this one close.
Mm.
Well, he can, but he looks a bit of a dill.
You know, all jokes aside, it's been about an hour since he scored a shot.
Yeah.
You know.
But 3 here, suddenly he's only 5 behind.
Yeah.
And he has
And
drawn,
he's drawn
that
it
shot.
for sure.
Nah,
3 shots it is.
No.
So
no emotion.
no, just a quiet pickup. And as you say, just within 3 shots now, 13-8.
Okay, one an end. Next job is to string a couple of ends together. Gone back to the ditch to ditch. This is going to pull up 3 foot short.
Okay, well, we've seen Blake mainly on the backhand in this direction.
Yes.
He's decided to have a look forehand. Just needs it to have the journey. I think he's going to be about the same as Cody, maybe even just a little shorter. Yep, just dropped in front.
He's given a bit more line here.
He's played this very
It's
well.
a very good angle he's coming from. Should run all the way. Yeah, that's...
Not a bad reply here from Blake.
It's going to slide under, I think, but
all down to weight.
Won't go far.
Yeah, just too far for shot, but certainly second shot. It was a big score that last end, wasn't it, really, for Cody? To get a 3 rather than just 1.
Yeah, not just a score,
really
but
put a dent in it, you know.
Just lost that weight. Blake might get a little bit searchy here.
I was just thinking exactly the same thing. There's enough protection there that he can play a little bit of weight, not go anywhere near his, sit the shot bowl or just drop down under it for the jack. We were both thinking it.
Yeah, I don't think he's played it. Oh, he took a deep breath and he's not happy with it. That's the opposite.
I wonder, well,
whether he was thinking about doing it and then thought better of it.
I think that's the line to play that shot. He just didn't give it the weight.
So can Cody really put some pressure on by either drawing around or under his? Hold 2 with 2/4 as well, just in case he decides to go a bit more weight. He's definitely out here, which is good. Has he got the run? He just hasn't got it.
It probably takes away that shot for Blake, though. What does he do now?
He's made life very difficult for Blake. If he's only one down...
I think it has to be a draw shot to try and beat his wing bowl. I think it has to be a backhand draw shot now, I think. I don't think you can risk weight now.
You can still draw it forehand and draw around Cody, but that's probably harder than the backhand. Yeah, switch to the backhand. Beats his own by a foot.
Remember, he's played a lot of bowls down here on the backhand, so he knows where the line is.
Beats his own by a foot. He probably gets shot. It's a tight line. He needs a hole. He needs some weight as well.
Yeah, look, it wasn't far away, but if that was the first bowl he'd played at the end, you'd just say, well, it's around the place, you know.
Yep.
But one more to Cody, and it is a 13-9 lead. Looks like Blake is just off for a quick comfort stop. So 13-9 the scoreline. Blake Butler in front. It's been an interesting tale. It was a 5-1 lead early to Cody Packer. And then Blake was able to reel off 9 ends in a row to lead 13-5. And Cody's grabbed the last 2 ends, a 3 and a 1. And it's now 13-9 in favour of Blake.
Yeah, as we said earlier, Cody wasn't playing particularly badly. Just wasn't getting the shots. And Blake was playing quite well. So it doesn't require much to turn around. He's done that for the last 2 ends. To be only 4 down, with a long way to go.
Yeah, and with a little bit of momentum in the match now.
13-9, there's still a long way to play in this game.
Of course, earlier in the day, Irene Arndt clinched the women's singles title, defeating Kerry Anderson 25-12. Fantastic performance. 2 of the nice people of bowls involved in that final. And it was Irene that got the job done for her maiden state singles title.
It's gone long again, as you would expect. About a metre or so off the tee, maybe 5 feet.
Both players back out on the rink now. Cody just running past with the first, so opportunity now for Blake. Doesn't want to let Cody get any closer at 13-9.
It's those little goal settings against each other. Blake will be trying to get to 15 before Cody gets to double figures, and Cody will be trying to get to double figures before Blake scores again. If he runs this out, just needs a couple of feet.
Well,
just pulling up a bit short.
Couple of little shorties. Momentum's an amazing thing.
It is.
It doesn't even really exist. You know,
no.
It's one of those things like pressure.
Only on paper.
Yeah, it's one of those things like pressure. It doesn't really exist. Is it big shot from Blake time? Does he choose to use some weight? Short with the first 2.
Looks to give it a bit more this time. How much more?
That's a very good bowl.
He hasn't got... Has he got shot?
Gets in there for second.
Second shot.
Still 1 to Cody. In a way, and Blake's bowl just turning around the corner there does leave him with options with his last.
Yes. Okay, might here be a little bit on the tight side, but he's got to reach. Just didn't quite give it. Got onto the tight side well. Yeah, I think Blake draws, but there are options if he wants to.
Well, his bowl's fully protected, really. He'd be very unlucky for that to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I suppose the bad result would be drop onto Cody's bowl and have that go onto Jack. That wouldn't be a good result. He'd drop 3.
He's swinging a bit harder than normal, so I expect he has taken the iron protected option.
Well,
Well, we're going to find out.
This,
Well, we got rid of the shot bowl.
he's unlucky. As Cody's bowl has come up for shot, but he was right in the area.
Yeah, he got rid of the shot and replaced it with another one.
Said that with the bowl that he hit, it could have ended up a little bit more ugly as well. So bit of both ways there. One shot to Cody, and it is 13-10 in favour of Blake Butler.
Blake's looking to get off unlucky 13.
Yes. Well, 9 ends in a row to Blake, followed now by 3 ends in a row to Cody.
Bit shorter here from Cody, that's interesting.
Yeah, whether that's a tactical thing or a mistake. You don't really know.
No, he will claim tactical. But these both are pretty good jack throwers, so wouldn't have thought he'd miss it by that much.
Well, his first bowl's not bad. It's going to be just short of the jack, but certainly solid opener. Probably still a good 2 feet, maybe 2.5 feet short of the jack, though. Well, Blake's just overdone his first, so maybe that slightly shorter length, just put it into a little bit of that zone where you just don't quite feel the weight.
Yeah, he's back searching a little bit. Disappointed with that.
Haley over there rolling some of the rookie rollers bowls with Jasper, and this time last year she was rolling bowls.
Yes,
rolling bowls for real.
Times have changed.
Yeah.
Last year it was Cody over in that corner.
Yeah,
doing the same thing.
Well, that'll be enough for shot for Blake. Just dropped in underneath.
Some more of our umpires there. Vicky Eva has been here. Well, he's got more weight. He's got to find a hole.
And he's done so. A little bit of a flick on the way through. Didn't do any harm. Still leaves... Well, I was going to say still leaves the door open there for Blake, but he switched to the forehand.
Looking to turn under his own, I assume. Get another second. He's left it.
I feel like Blake hasn't quite picked the weight on that forehand side. A few times he's gone there and he just hasn't quite... He's almost been short on that hand rather than anything else.
Opportunity for Cody to add another one here, and reasonably hard to get at. If he can slide around or under that same hole again.
Well, he's grabbed the jack.
And hidden the jack.
Hasn't he?
That. Steve Beckwith telling us it is 2.
Does Blake try and draw this, or does he just go big at that front Cody Packer bowl, hope to get them both? If he just drops under, he can kill the end. I think that's probably the shot. Doesn't matter if he gets one of his own.
Doesn't look to have a lot of options, does he?
No, I think this needs to be big.
Does need some luck to get that one, that front Cody bowl.
Looks like draw.
Certainly a comfortable draw for second there. Whether we can get
too quick for that. So it's going to be another 2 to Cody, I think. It's not going to stop. So 2 more on the board to Cody Packer. He's now won 4 ins in a row himself and just trails by the 1 shot now.
13-12. As the sun gets lower.
Yeah, I think we might
If
need
you
to move back a
if you
little.
hear a bit of banging and crashing, it's just us moving the furniture to get out of the sun. Oh, Clive's up. He's going to expect me to help him. So we're going to go silent just for a few minutes.
Oh, we're right. We can still keep people up to date while we're moving.
Oh, geez, you're talented.
Yep.
If I spill my water.
All about multitasking, mate. We're good.
Here we go.
I think we're all right.
A little bit of feedback coming here. Is it just me moving? How's
I think
yours?
it's just you moving.
Doesn't like me.
Uh-oh.
We've
Well,
broken
there
it.
we go. We might be all right now. No, have we?
We good?
There we go. Apologies for getting a little bit of crackling through, but I think we're all right now.
We just made Dean position a bit more.
Yeah, do we need to go back any further, or are we good, Dean? Okay, I'm just checking
good.
with our man in charge of production.
On with the show. We'll be sitting in the clubhouse sooner rather than later.
So apologies for any interference you got there, and just unfortunately the sun's peeking through. Our cloud cover's not quite doing the job. So that scoreline is now 13-12 in favour of Blake Butler over Cody Packer at the moment.
With the pressure squarely turned on to Blake Butler to just regain his consistency that he's just lost over the last few ends. Cody definitely a confidence player, and he's looking pretty confident right now.
As I say, you can't define momentum really, but there's definitely been a switch, you know. I mean, I guess the ends are definitely longer than what we had been playing.
But Blake was looking pretty comfortable on the longer ends that Cody threw in a few ends back. Just needs to hold that line around
This is a
those
super
bowls.
effort.
Oh, just caught the edge.
Cody was even clapping that bowl.
Just caught the edge. So
Still 2.
still 2 and pretty well protected on the Packer side. Friendly visit from one of our great volunteers, Vicky
Yes,
Eva.
Vicky Eva, superstar.
So Cody's just got to drop around that pack really, because all the heavy lifting has to be done by Blake Butler to
Yeah, now does this pull
find
up?
a way.
Does this pull up in time to count? That's the question. I think it's just run slightly too far. But yeah, tough one for Blake to get at, and if he can't get at it,
Well, I think
well,
the plant at the front,
Cody might retake the lead here.
plant at the front works to a degree,
Oh.
doesn't it? But where it goes, who knows?
And Blake's
got nothing
only bowl at
behind.
the back is not in play.
So, be a brave man. So, we're going to see him draw, are we? Just turn his own for second or hopefully slide around it for a chance of shot. It's only inches away last time.
The line's not bad. It's all down to weight now to get back.
It's a great effort.
Look at that line. The line was fantastic.
Falls back off. Does he get to second?
I don't think so. I think that'll still be 2, but we'll just
Maybe
confirm
it's 2.
that. And it is. So, incredibly,
Yeah.
Cody Packer retakes the lead and leads at 14-13. And is after 19 ends. So you can see that we've settled back into that sort of 1.5 type scoreline. 27 shots scored in 19 ends.
Okay. Jack is now, we're gone full length again, so he's mixing up a little bit through desire or mismanagement, one of the two. He's mixing the length up.
Yeah, we're not entirely sure, and it's hard to be sure when you can't talk to the players as they're
It's
playing.
working, so he won't be complaining whichever way it is.
Certainly.
It's a nice start. Ditch to ditch, great start. Okay, Black back on his favoured backhand on that side of the green.
Just feels like he's judged the weight better on that side. Needs just to hang on. Just going to get away on him.
It's back in the area.
Certainly a very good bowl.
Back in the area, which is what he needs.
Just got away late.
Yes.
Don't forget that. The hat was changed.
It was.
Sometimes you just got to do something. It's certainly on the list of things that I've talked about when you talk about things that you can change in a game. Same as if you're wearing a jacket or not wearing a jacket. You know, I mean, you're certainly not going to want to put a jacket on today. But you know, there are times where you just need to change the feel, the way things are coming out.
Make sure you have multiple rags in your bag in case you need to just change one of them.
A rag change. I'm not
Rag
sure
change?
about that.
Oh yeah. You have a fluffy rag and just an old tatty one. It's got to be different. It can't just be the same rag but different.
Look, it sounds a bit silly to talk about, but it can
So-
sometimes just be. Maybe it just felt a bit fresher as well. Maybe he was sweating big time in the
Yeah.
other one. You know,
Especially if you do get one close, suddenly
it's a bit like putting new socks
Mental.
on. It just feels different, doesn't it? They're still doing the same job, but it feels different.
another great shot.
Great shot from
Great
Cody.
shot from Cody.
It'll sit for 3. Momentum all with Cody Packer right now.
So he's better angles going on
Oh,
here.
this is right in the area. This is right in the area. What a shot.
Hang on.
What
There we
a
go.
shot.
So he needed that.
Can Cody get that clean? That's the question.
Well, it becomes demoralising if he can.
Mm.
If he does get it clean and sits 3 shots, it becomes a...
I think Cody will be having a look to see what happens with the jack if he doesn't get it clean, because
Yep.
if the jack goes in the ditch, if he hits it fairly full on, that's going to leave him potentially, 2 down, and with Blake still having a bowl left to play. So that might determine exactly how big he goes at this.
Yes, if he sees it hitting that back ball, he might just go big to kill. No.
No, I think he wasn't happy with where the jack was going.
No. And he has played a couple of pretty good bowls there, so Can he play the demoraliser? Tell you what, I might not quite get down.
That's all that's missing in the Big Bash, Pete.
The demoraliser?
Yeah, we've got the Challenger and the Eliminator and the Qualifier. We don't have the demoraliser.
It's a good name for something.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not sure what it fits, but it's a good name for something. Oh, we have a bit of cloud cover coming. It's good for us.
Excellent.
I don't think Blake will be too keen to do much with this.
Well, he is reaching.
Yeah.
Well, what's he got?
Wow.
I think he was looking to pop it, which is interesting. Scotty had a bowl waiting for it.
Yeah.
No, maybe not. They're having a little bit of a chat about it. But it'll be one more to Blake Butler, and look where we are.
Yeah, we'll start again.
We're right back at 14 all.
11 up.
11 up for the title. It's been an interesting path to get here. We've had runs of ends. Now, does this kickstart another run of ends because we've now got a change of length again?
Yep. Back to the shorter. Not short, but shorter.
Ideally for Blake, he nails this with his first
not
bowl.
short, but Cody is...
I think that looks
considering it
well
looks
and truly long
enough.
enough. I think we're going to find this is in by at least a metre.
Yes. The umpires get a go. Sue Hogg, Ryan Havercroft. Trusty umpires. If that's where it is, where he's got his thumb, that's quite tight.
It was in, that's true, it was in by, wow.
It's nice judgment there by Blake. I retract my statement. It is a short end. You can't get much shorter than this. I would have faced Dennis early on this length.
Yeah. Is it stopping?
Well, I was hoping you'd tell me.
It looked like it should have been, but it was still going.
No.
There's plenty of finish still left in this green.
Yeah, that's 4.5 feet.
Where are we? We're at 23 minutes past 5 here in WA. And the green is still running an absolute treat.
Okay, you might just not be quite, but it'll do enough for shot. So
Yep, for sure. It's still got that remarkable finish on this green. I'm sure that's got further than you thought it was getting.
Yeah. I did roll it for 3 hours this morning.
Tell you what, Blake didn't take long getting this one away, and he has corrected some weight.
Sliding.
He's very close. Does he have a clear run? No.
That was
Just
right
crashed
on.
into the shot bowl.
It may... Yeah, Cody does change his hand.
$14 apiece. Whose state singles title will it be? Who goes to Joondalup in October to play for a national title? Blake's been there before. Silver medalist. Just a few years ago
Right on that.
Beautiful Club Sapphire in Marimula.
Yes. And Cody put a little bit of pressure on by having 2. Only a bowl to come each.
I think this is running.
Yeah, still running. Same as his last.
I think Cody's a bit bewildered about how that's just got. I reckon they're feeling like they're just not even letting them go at the moment.
Like sticks to his forehand.
Yeah, interesting that.
He's
certainly a blocked path.
It looks like it.
So he's playing some weight.
Ooh,
he is playing weight to try and bounce that Cody Packer bowl out, and he's very close to
it.
doing it.
He's got nothing.
He's got his own. Just chipped it across the front.
It's no further away probably, but it's so close.
Well, it tells you about the mind space, the mindset of drawing the shot. Certainly a different shot to play now. Has Cody pulled this up short?
Well, yes. I'm prepared to say he
still going.
Might do enough, but
wow,
definitely short. But it might have done enough. Blake doesn't. Oh, Blake does think so.
2 shots it is.
2 shots
so
to Cody.
2 shots to Cody. And 16-14 now. The lead on a very interesting end. I mean, we know that Blake doesn't always play the conventional.
No, he doesn't.
Shot. He obviously felt like the backhand draw wasn't something he fancied there.
Seems like the longer the game goes, the less conventional he becomes as well. So
well, he's taken the opportunity to grab a seat at the back of the rink at the moment.
He looks very relaxed.
Don't know whether we can get a shot of Blake sitting back there, but there he is.
Blended into the crowd.
Sitting back there. That man is in the hunt for a state singles title at the moment.
So back to ditch.
And a fantastic start from
start.
Cody Packer here. Look at this. Gonna sit right in behind the jack. Beautifully played. That cloud cover's doing its job. Pete, the temperature has dropped considerably, actually.
Not sure why we had to move the table. It's going to scroll on by.
I will be asking the Weather Bureau where our late morning sea breeze went.
It's just getting across Guildford as we speak. It's on its way.
Well, another solid bowl there from Cody. 2 solid openers. Just gets in Blake's eye a little bit on that backhand draw.
He's probably not out to it without knowing his weight, but it's just got to run that line a little bit further. Still 2 to pack up.
Cody doesn't see the need to change hands there, even with that away bowl coming in. Is this going to get all the way back? Looks like it will.
It looks like it will do enough, won't it?
Yep, that's beautifully played.
It's 3 good shots.
I feel like Blake might search a little here.
Yeah. He needs a couple of feet on his last, but
just needs to make sure he gives this a chance, which is the line isn't bad. Is he going to get under the front? Just round it. Well, Cody leads at 16-14, as you see on your screen. He's holding 3. These two bowls now become huge in the context of this one.
Yeah, it's getting towards position in the game that you don't want to be dropping a
scores really matter.
Lead.
Yeah. Yep.
Lead means they're really quite close.
And you just run out of time to catch up.
Yeah. Especially in this game where if someone gets on a roll, they've been hard to stop. So he's out there again. So this is a pretty good shot.
Great shot here from Cody.
Best shot of the game of the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Sets up a very nice 4.
He might be a bit more positive this time.
Well, if he just drops in underneath that front bowl of Cody's, there's a lot to land. Well, it's about the weight that he plays that he doesn't want to just skim off and get nothing.
No, definitely doesn't. He's got to have some swing about it.
Yeah.
How much swing does he want to have it on a ditch-to-ditch
It's
length?
either that or belt it, but I don't like the angles of belting it. He's likely to just get one bowl. Well, I think it's going big.
I think
he's
going
big.
So he really needs the jack.
He's wide.
Ooh.
He's got no contact at all. So
you think that'd be 4?
I think it is 4. I think it's almost certainly 4. Yep. So that is a huge collect for Cody Packer. He now leads at 20-14. And he has won 7 of the last 8 ends after Blake Butler won 9 in a row himself. I mean, what an incredible turnaround. You talked about the mental maturity, Pete.
Yep. He wouldn't have done this even 2 years ago. I think Blake would have slowly stretched him out, but he changed things. We saw him take a couple of deep breaths.
Yep.
Just going to run through a little bit. Another really good start, bud. So you've got 2.5 feet. But as we've seen,
this is a nice reply.
He's only taken one end.
Have a look at this. What a shot.
One end of change for someone to get on a run.
It has. Yep.
Certainly would not be counting Blake Butler out just yet.
It's a really interesting one to watch, Blake, because just when you think he should be taking his time, the bowl's on its way. Yes. It's like, no, I'm just getting on with it.
Yeah, less thinking time. It's a pretty good response here from Cody as well. Just going to slide under it.
And the reality is, we can't tell him what he should be doing.
No.
Because he needs to do what suits him.
Exactly. We see one of the best in the world, Aaron Wilson, quite similar.
Exactly.
So everyone has
doesn't play the conventional shot every time you think he's going to. No, doesn't take his time, just gets on with the game.
Everyone has their own peculiarities.
And he's a back-to-back Commonwealth Games gold medalist.
Yep. So the important thing there is do what feels good for you, not what other people think should feel good for you. So Cody's searching a little bit.
Creeping up on this.
Is he getting down enough?
Don't think so, but it's trying.
Quite. He's peppering the area.
Blake's gone to the backhand now, looking to nestle in amongst those bowls. I think he's done pretty well with this.
He's in his seat, otherwise he might slip out the back.
That's all it was, yeah. Well, not really where he wanted to land in the end.
No,
Well, this is massive. Cody gets that jack around the corner. He could sit with 4.
It's a jack around the corner.
Blake's still got a bowl to play, of course. But we saw Cody pick up 4 shots on the last end. Can he do it again? Wasn't far away with his 3rd bowl. So he certainly knows roughly where he needs to be.
Well, he's stalking it as if he thinks it's a chance, but
I don't think he's got the weight for the trail now. I don't think the weight's there for the trail. Can he draw the shot?
It's a pure draw. Had the line.
Yeah,
deluxe.
I think he wanted to have that little bit more weight on that. He's just underdone it. Now, I mean, Blake can go back to his preferred forehand here. In a way, it's the safest way to play it because you wouldn't want to play backhand and connect with his own bowl unless that jack's going to go a fair way by doing so.
No,
backhand it is.
So he's just got to put it out there. He's got bowls to beat.
It's just a must-score end for Blake. That's the key. So even if he doesn't quite get the job done with this, it's a must-score end.
He's just lost his line there a little. Can he
creep
find
past
a way
the front?
past that? Find a way.
He does. Great shot. 2 shots it is to Blake Butler. He closes the gap to 4. 20-16 the lead to Cody Packer. And we'll see a change of length, I would expect.
I would expect. How many ends have we played now?
We have played 23 ends for 36 shots scored.
Should get to the 26 mark.
Yes.
Okay, so back to the short ones. Cody will be watching this closely. Yep, he's asking the question. Yeah, I think this one's in by a little bit more, just going on the step outs. But doesn't hurt to stop the momentum, as we say, just to let him think about that first bowl.
I agree. And if it's close, you're well within your rights to have it checked.
So Mr. Havergoff going to tell me this time.
A metre and a half.
It doesn't surprise me. Steve did say 4.
A metre and a half. It's in by a metre and a half. That's incredible.
Steve said 4 steps, and Cody's steps were a fair bit less.
Well, you did call that it looked long enough based on the step outs, Pete.
I did.
Spot on.
I did. Cody has only taken smaller steps than Steve, so he's got longer legs.
Yeah. That's a decent opener for Blake, but it's... We would have loved it to be a foot closer. 20-16. 5 shots required for Cody, 9 shots required for Blake.
Just edging up.
The momentum in the match has flowed with the person rolling the jack, which is a little unusual.
Yeah, last bowl hasn't counted for much.
No.
This will throw your last bowl stats in a spin.
Yes, absolutely. I do track that.
Opportunity for Packer just to put a little bit of pressure on. Holding 1. holding 2.
Yeah, it's a great shot. Wants to cover it up. He's just drifted underneath it. It's a great shot. Solid weight here from Blake Butler.
I see something he likes.
He's very close to the... He's got the gap.
No.
He's caught the edge of the front.
Caught the edge. I thought that might have been enough to get a bit of jack, but not to be.
Well, suddenly...
Now it's interesting what he does with his last bowl. I'm not sure I'd be putting something really close to it.
No.
Something casually close.
Just beat the back one, maybe?
Yeah.
And that's what Cody's done by the look of it.
I think that's enough.
Doesn't want it to get any closer than that. That's a good
yeah,
bowl.
It's something to beat, but not...
Wow, this is a huge bowl now.
What's he doing? He's still on that backhand, but what weight is he using? Back to the draw. And it really is a draw too, because...
Is this going to hold is the question.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be there. Well, this is massive now.
Right, we might not get to the 26 end.
I think we might see Cody have to switch back to the backhand. I don't see how he can play down there forehand with that bowl sitting there holding 3.
No. Oh, he likes use. He likes it.
Well, it is forehand. Must stay off that last bowl of...
He's taken a high line.
Butler.
He's definitely taken a high line. So he's off the front one. Does he get back enough for
down
count?
Inside that back bowl? Hasn't done so, but 3 shots it is. And Blake, you can even just see from the body language there, he's not happy with himself with that end. 3 shots, and it's a 23-16 lead now to Cody Packer. He closes within 2 shots, and he's scored 9 shots in the last 4 ends. Eight of the last 10 ends have gone the way of Cody Packer.
Well,
and 5 of the last 7 ends have been multiples to Cody Packer.
So it gets the scoreboard turning over quickly, doesn't it?
Well, he's gone from 8-13 behind to 23-16 in front. So it's a 15-3 run.
It's a nice start there. Certainly beatable, but nice start.
Sorry, an 18-3 run. It was a 15-3 run before he picked up that 3.
Blake coming from a good angle here.
Yep, well, next 2 ends, huge for Blake. You can obviously afford to drop one more end, as long as it's only a 1.
Yes.
So he's got to get the next 2 ends and just get himself to 20.
Yeah. He's trying to slide under his own, which he's very close to doing.
He's done that, and it's parked right on the jack. Beautifully played.
At least for Blake, it is on the side that he's playing.
Yeah,
it's still the best shot.
Just slipped across there.
So he doesn't have to change hands. Okay, can he get down to it? Just needs to hurry the line.
Effort.
Hurry the line. Not
wow.
So
well, it's gone far enough for him that he's still got to look at Cody's bowl.
Yes.
And Cody's got a decision to make. I think Cody almost has to play that shot first.
He has to follow him. Unless he's going behind, he's got nothing on the forehand. that nice draw weight? Has he got it?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Struggling a bit.
Just struggling for the weight. Only just. But wouldn't mind it stopping there. Well, that's not a bad home. It makes sitting that shot bowl very difficult.
I think it's still possible.
It's definitely still possible. Just takes away a couple of the opportunities.
Yeah, it looks worse than what it is, maybe.
I don't think he can get a scrape off his own to get it now.
Looks worse than what it is, I reckon. He's certainly given it more weight.
Is he round the front? He's not.
Needs a clear road under it then.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Let's open the door again.
It's giving him good position and an alleyway.
And no real danger of dropping more than one at the moment. Yeah. Two of Cody's bowls short of the jack, so
I expect Cody would stay on that hand. Or was he going to go back? No, he's staying on that
little
hand.
angle that bowl's sitting at.
Yeah. It's just caught something.
Couldn't possibly have found an imperfection in this green.
No,
It looks perfect.
Okay, he'll be looking to slide under his own, get back to his shot bowl. He's going to slide around it instead. So opportunities here for Blake Butler.
Huge. He can pretty much play, other than absolutely full bore, he can pretty much play whatever weight he wants here.
He can sit it out just for 2 or sit and stay for 3.
Yep, just can't go with enough weight that he can connect the edge of his and get back to his other one. That's the one thing he can't do. Even if he's a touch wide, the inside edge of Cody's probably still gets him a result.
Yep. Get it on that line with just nice weight. Okay, he's got the nice weight. Has he got the line?
It's not bad to there.
Got a hold.
It's not bad. He's very close.
Hold.
He's got it. What a shot. He's probably only got one out of it.
He's
But what a great shot.
That's a great shot. Unfortunately, only one. But
oh, maybe two. Cody might be offering 2 there, I think.
I'll take it. 2.
2
okay,
it is. What a great shot. Possibly a title-saving shot. What a bowl. 23-18.
Okay, does he go short again? Because he hasn't been able to win it. Has he? Has he won 2 in a row lately?
He hasn't won 2 in a row since end 13.
So no. So
and in fact, end 13 doesn't really count as 2 in a row because he lost the jack, so he didn't play his length. So really, end 12. We're now at end 26.
Yeah. So the last 2 short ones he's thrown hasn't helped him.
Last 4 ends in the match have alternated. So he's won. In fact, Cody's won 3 of the last 4 ends in this direction for a 2, a 4, and a 3. And Cody has won.
Nice start. Nice start here by Blake.
In fact, it's 4 of the last 5 ends in this direction have gone the way of Cody. A great start there, as you say. Might be just dropping short with this first one. So can Blake really nail the jack here?
Exactly. And you put the pressure on.
Been such an interesting battle between these two. Different lengths, runs of ends.
Yeah.
A few multiples have come into the match.
He has. Gets back to the jack, falls down behind it.
Great shots.
Okay. Ball's in Mr. Packer's court.
He's not bad.
No, he's not bad. Has he got the run? Has he got the run?
Oh, that has got there.
Yes,
that is the shot. That is the shot.
He might pay a little bit of weight. He would probably like some movement of some kind.
He's going big weight.
He is. Big weight.
Big weight, looking to clip this bowl out. He's very close.
Oh,
He's got it clean. What a shot.
Great shot.
What a shot. Wow. Left his own bowls untouched and ripped it out clean as a whistle. It's Cody got in reply. He's got a little bit more weight on this.
Certainly has. Is he
got to the jack.
Just sliding the right way or the wrong way?
Well, he's fallen out. I think it's probably still one to Blake. It is. Now, the only issue for Blake is he needs to draw close. Otherwise, Cody can just nudge that jack for two.
Yes.
For game over.
Game overs in any situation here, isn't it? And Cody's got last bowl. He's going to have a chance at game, you'd think, most times. Ooh, he's struggling. So I'd expect a front toucher. First off, you're drawing shot, but a front toucher here is game.
Cody can play whatever weight he wants at this. If he wants to just push right through it, he can do that. As long as he gets the jack moving.
Yep.
It's game.
Yes, he can.
Here we go.
Nice short end to do it, so should be comfortable.
It might just be one of those ones where you just play whatever comes out. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
He's pushing the line for the jack.
Playing some weight.
He is watching it intently, but
he's looking for it to hold.
He's got the front.
He's caught the edge and just missed the jack. Ooh. So, it'll be one more on the board to Blake Butler.
She slides around that. He nearly gets the edge of the shot bowl.
Yeah, well, that was an option as well.
So,
yeah. So, 23-19 now. We said two ends. Blake's managed to get them.
Yep. Can he get that third one to get to 20? Or 21 even, just to put some doubt in Cody's mind.
Gee, that bowl just needed to hold a smidgen more. Even the little shave, it wasn't far off catching the jack, which is not the way you ever want to win a state title, but he would have taken it.
Oh, yes, he would have. Might not have replayed that end, but...
Well, Blake's close enough, if good enough from here, there's no doubt about that. And we know he's good enough. So what a finish we're in for. Look at this start.
Nice start.
Needs it to get down a little. It's solid. Both players just similar distance away with their first. Blake had the weight perfectly with his first. Has he corrected the line? Or is he on Cody's bowl?
No, he's under that, isn't he?
Just shaved under it. It's well played.
Yeah, keeping the pressure on.
We are just moments away from crowning a champion, but who's it going to be?
Cody's weight looks...
Oh, it looks okay, doesn't it?
Okay. Is he going to hold
that line? Looks better than okay.
He's holding that line.
That's the shot. Blake's got a couple of bowls there that he can nudge the jack to or land that last bowl. Now.
He's reaching down there with a little bit more than what he's had before.
He needs to push
close.
all the way to the bowl.
He's close.
He's played it perfectly. What a shot. Blake Butler. What a shot. Could not have got a more perfect result than that. Sitting on the front of the jack.
Straight out and rocked it over.
Goes and grabs his chair again.
Now his new favourite chair.
What a shot.
Okay, can Cody respond? Weight looks okay.
It's just holding off. He needs it to get down late now. Here it comes. Oh, it's just held up. It's still one to Blake.
Need to rock over to give him a chance.
I think if that bowl tips over, it'll still be one to Blake. It's something that Blake probably needs to have a look at and just make sure, because he's going to play down there. He needs to see what happens if he does turn that bowl over. 23-19. The front bowl of Blake Butler is the shot.
Well, again, in the area, he's just got to hold on. He might just slide under this.
Feels like this is just drifting under. Yep, that's exactly what it's
Weight
doing.
is perfect.
So, if you're Cody, you're trying to fall off your own, perhaps. I don't think his own falling in gets it done, but his own bowl, a bowl falling off it may well do. He can't really afford to go anything too drastic, because if he puts the shot bowl up onto Jack,
he doesn't want to force it past those group of bowls.
It could be 2 or 3 down if he does
bad
that.
Position, so he's pretty well drawing for one on that forehand.
And just fall off his own. If he does get a chance to get to the jack, he could actually tuck it around the corner for a couple. That's the other option.
Well, he's giving himself a show here, hasn't he?
He's not bad.
It's just not quite holding.
Just under.
So
the shape was there, perhaps, to get round to the jack. But one more it is. 23-20. Just when we were looking at that string of ends, it's been 3 ends in a row to Blake Butler.
Yes.
23-20.
Oh, they're making us wait.
4 of the last 5 ends have gone the way of Blake Butler. But in the back end of this game, he's only won 2 ends in this direction.
It was going for him. One of them was the last way going this way.
Yep.
We'll take the positives.
2 ends in this direction since end 14. We're at end 28. Great starter.
Yep, nice start. It's close enough to have to be beaten.
Cody with a nice reply. That's good enough for shot.
Yep, good shot.
And a very handy shot. Changes Blake's hand.
Yes, he's looking for the... We're still looking to draw, but...
Yeah.
More chances this side. Turns his own. Slides on the inside of his own.
Tell you what, weight's not bad. Oh, super effort. In fairness, in the end, on the line, he was only probably needed another foot just to hold that line.
Yeah, that's where I suppose he's got to decide, is that the line he wants? Or is that the weight he wants?
Or does he need to drop it a bit wider? Yep.
Is he creeping on it? Has he got enough? Not quite. So
just one, and it creates that little bit of a funnel as we see the kids having fun over there. There's a state title on the line. They've got no idea.
No,
They're just trying to get their rookie rollers bowls close. Now, this is quite wide. How much will it get back? Well, it's certainly gone to a good home.
Can Katie put him under pressure?
Yeah, that's that weight versus line
yeah.
trade-off again, because the line actually was okay.
Yeah. Can Cody lie game with this bowl?
Looking for a foot on his last. He's in the area.
Needs a clear road. Got one.
Yeah.
But
the clear road didn't do him any favours in the end.
It was way too clear.
Well, here we go. So the first challenge for Blake is he's got to get round Cody's front bowl, because if he touches that bowl, that could well be game.
Yeah, doesn't want to do that.
Down off the edge of his own can work. Not sure whether he's got 2 seconds.
Yeah, he's got to, well, obviously try and get shot, because you feel a lot more comfortable if you've got shot and Cody's got one to play than one down.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what happens if he moves that bowl and doesn't get to the jack. He moves his own side bowl there, but we'll see.
So
Blake, it's on its way.
This is, I reckon, the best line he's had, but it doesn't get down enough.
You get down to his own?
No.
Not quite.
Sliding around it. Well,
so here it is.
Yeah.
Cody's got the title
in his hand.
In his hand, if he can make this bowl count.
Words of wisdom from Blake? Nope.
He can afford to nudge his own bowl in front. Simply draw the shot. Here we go.
Well, we may know in a couple of seconds.
Cody Packer for the title.
Well, the line looks good enough.
Is it getting underneath the front?
The weight
it's
looks
done
good
that.
Enough.
Is it stopping for shot? Yeah. I believe it's done that.
So that'll be it.
And that is it. Cody Packer takes the title. A point to his wife, Hayley, on the sidelines there as that ball came to rest. And Cody Packer has achieved and a point to me that Hayley Packer's getting the first hug there. Jasper over to congratulate Daddy as well.
Interest.
Yeah, that is a look. It's something that Cody has had on the cards for a few years now in wanting to win that title. Blake Butler, hats off to a fantastic performance.
Definitely
gave it everything he had. But Cody Packer is our champion.
Well-deserved champion. He's put a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of work into improving his game.
25-20 the win. And, well, yeah, you're right. He's put so much effort. And you look in these, he was down 5-13. And then from then on, he managed to reel off 5 ends in a row. He won 7 out of 8 ends in a row, all starting to build multiples. He started to score in multiples, and it was enough. A big 4 when he was 16-14 in front of big 4 shots to lead at 20-14, and it was a gap that Blake just couldn't quite bridge. We said at the time you didn't want to drop a number and leave a gap. Give that a few more ends, and Blake might well have been coming back again. So a fantastic performance by both players, and Cody Packer is our champion.
So we will do the presentations live, and we're just setting up for that. I see the live stream microphone coming out.
It is a big thank you, of course, to Dynamic Sublimation for their support in bringing you our state singles for both men and women. Of course, Irene Arndt crowned our champion of the women's event earlier on today, and Cody Packer gets his first state singles title, and few could argue how well deserved that title truly is.
Bit of celebration in the Packer household. A nice band of Osborne Park people here to congratulate him, which is always nice when your club mates make the effort.
And there'll be a real satisfaction in Cody in winning the title. He's been at the top of his game now for about 3 years, really. 4 years he's really been at the top of his game.
Yep.
And it's come to fruition today in the form of a state singles title. He levels the score in the household.
Yes, bragging rights for Haley are gone.
Yes.
They're going to have to work hard next year to get someone back in front. Well, maybe a double, but...
Absolutely.
But as I said earlier, especially mentally, he's worked on his game so much.
And that came... that
Playing in higher competition does that too. You hear the sink or swim.
And that came to him in that match, didn't it? I mean, at 5:13, there might have been that feeling that things were slipping away. Things weren't really going his way.
No.
He'd found some gaps.
Some holes. I'm playing pretty well, but I'm 13-5 down. I don't deserve to be here.
He maintained his nerve.
Yeah. And as I said, Blake, like a champion of the past that he is, no one will ever take that away from him. And he
didn't go away.
He didn't go away. He threatened. Just those couple of big numbers. But he really did threaten to get back. But Cody steadied again, which is the sign of a good player. And I'm not sure how old Cody is. What, he late 20s now?
Late 20s, yeah.
So really good future still for him.
You know,
to be
down 13-5, get it back to 14 all. I mean, it was a remarkable comeback.
Yep. So he'll be representing WA in the States in the Nationals come next October at the Joondalup Bowling Club.
Yep, a little bit of crackling coming through on our audio at the moment, so...
we're just playing around with the microphones,
don't be too concerned, that's at our end, not yours, so... And we will have the presentations for you.
Just gathering everyone. I see a president somewhere. Where do I see a president? Do we see a president?
He is talking to Cody Packer at the moment.
That's why I don't see a president.
Yes.
He's looking everywhere but at Cody.
So hopefully they'll make their way across.
So he'll make his way across here in a minute. Yeah, we're trying to beckon them just to hurry them up a little bit, as you can see on screen. Get over here. And here's our... Well done, Kerry.
We're still on, Kerry. So
yeah, but tell us, because we're trying to just tread water
say
a
anything,
little
make
bit.
sure it's nice.
Yeah, don't.
She played very well.
She did play very well.
She certainly did, and no surprises to see you at the pointy end of another major event, Kerry.
Keep trying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
All right, well, we're hoping that they'll make their way over very shortly.
Just going to get Doug over here for the presentation.
But what a fantastic game we were treated to. Difficult, oppressive conditions. A little bit cooler now.
It's lovely now, isn't it? It was lovely at 7 o'clock this morning, and it's
difficult,
lovely
oppressive
at
conditions
6 o'clock at night.
That really challenged the concentration, especially in singles. You know, you don't have a lot to bounce off somebody else. You know, you've got to really dig deep in your own mind to get the job done, and they were able to do so. So both players able to do so and really represent themselves very, very well.
Do it there.
Of course, don't forget that we will have more streaming coming to you next week. They're the men's Interzone round robin. Denison Bowling Club on Saturday, February the 4th. So don't forget.
Clive won't be there, but I will be, so hopefully you can put up with me, and we'll have hopefully a few country people dropping in. Doug Kelly, the president, will certainly be there. Phil Manning, Moira will be there, and we're hoping a few of the local identities will get on board to talk about country bowls while we're seeing the best men's bowls players in action. So next Saturday all day, so that'll be the first 2 games of the round robin. We aren't able to be there the 3rd day, unfortunately, but we'll certainly keep you involved with those scores during the Sunday competition. So,
all right.
See them trying to will them over here, but a little bit like Brown's cows. Oh. So we just nearly had an accident at the back here, but everyone's A-OK. Everyone's good.
All right, I guess the players just taking the opportunity to get a bit of water and stuff into them. It's obviously been a long day for them, but looks like Doug's got them moving now. Little Jasper congratulating Blake there, giving him a high five. It's beautiful to see.
Yeah, really close. Oh, we have Lisa Featherby wandering into place, which is nice to see. Use a bit of your organisational skills there, Lisa.
All right, looks like we've got a bit of movement from the players, so they'll get over here now.
So I think Doug's just about to head off, so we can probably sign off. Clive, you want to
Yeah,
sign
it's been a great day of bowls here, that's for sure. We've seen Irene Arndt already crowned our women's champion, and we are going to get to Doug Kelly for the presentations of the men's singles.
I know there's still a few inside having deserved a drink and winding down after what's been a great day of bowls. It was another classic final. We saw some really good mates go toe-to-toe, and we were blessed to see the game. We could see the friendship that was played, the spirit it was played in, and the standard that it was played in. It was an absolute privilege for us to be here as umpires, officials, spectators, and see you guys put on something that was very deserving as a state singles final. I've said a lot of thank yous I said earlier on, and one that I'll just go back to if I could is the Bassendean Bowling Club and the greenkeeper here, the outstanding effort and preparation and hard work that's gone into dishing up this surface that these guys were able to show their wares. Now, I guess we're here to present, not to interview, but can't say, Cody, it'd be remiss of me not to say that it's now one each for you and Hayley. So I'm sure that will be the topic of conversation tonight. But great effort, and then I'll hand over to Lisa to do the runners-up. I'll swap with that.
There you go, you have those. Great game, fellas. Semis were awesome. Hard gig out there being so hot, such a long day. So I think it's a credit to all four of you. So I'd like to award the equal thirds, please, to Todd Weir from Osman Park. And the other one, cracking game, worthy of a final, Shane Knott, Manning. Yeah, we've just witnessed a great final, ebbed and flowed throughout. So well done to Blake Butler, awesome game. Finally, Codes, well done, deserved champion, and come and say something.
Still hold this? Yep. Is that working? Yep. First of all, thanks for Bassendean for turning on sensational green for finals day. Congrats to Irene, and commiserations to Kerry in your final. And obviously, I can't go without mentioning Noddy in our semi. Cheers, pal. It was a hectic battle. So thanks, mate. So much I'd like to say. I'll thank Hales really quickly off the bat because I always forget her. Sorry, honey. So thank you very much, sweetheart, for everything you do for me. To Aussie Park Bowling Club for all their support. Thank you. And then, obviously, the big one is Blake. Thanks for a terrific final, mate. Second one we've had. A couple of Titanic battles ourselves. To be in 3 finals in the last 5 years, mate, is an absolute stunning feat and a champ of champs. So well done, pal. It's an incredible feat. I don't think it'll ever be matched. Also, thank you for helping me learn how to play singles. Appreciate that. And then obviously to Bowls WA for turning on a sensational finals day, and to be honest, everything you do for me as a player and for the high performance guys, and obviously for the wider bowls community, we really appreciate it. Wanted this one for a long time, I think 15 attempts, so I'm really going to cherish this and enjoy it, and thanks very much. Cheers.
So yeah, that's it from the Bassendean Bowling Club. We thank everyone for the attendance, and it's been a great day, and Cody, enjoy and celebrate. You deserve it. Thank you.
And there we have it. Our massive day of the state singles is done. What a fantastic day it's been. Some fantastic bowls we've seen, and our champions, Irene Arndt and Cody Packer, and they can look forward to a trip to Joondalup for the Australian Championships in October. How good is that going to be? We're going to get to see our stars do battle for an Australian title right here on home soil. So, look, thank you to everyone that has tuned in throughout the day. It's been a massive day here at the Bassendean Bowling Club. A big thank you to Bowls WA and Dynamic Sublimation for their help in bringing us today's state singles. For now, don't forget, next Saturday, the men's interzone round robin, all the way from Denison. You can see the best country bowlers in action right here on our streaming. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll catch you next time.